Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to another lovely day here on 215 Trades, the home of the 215 technique, where we'll be looking to take some lovely entries here today on gold. Now, the date today is what? Today is the 4th of March. So it's going to be your first live stream since the beginning of the month. But let me know, guys, if you are able to hear me. If you're able to hear me successfully, just let me know. Just put it in the chat. Also, as well, if you're able to hear my background music as well, please put it in the chat as well. Having some technical difficulties again today. I'm not sure what's going on really, but I always try to double troubleshoot these things before I come on stream, and it always seems to go wrong as soon as I click that live button. But let me know. Let me know if you're able to hear me. Just Hearing you well. Decent, decent. And are you hearing the funky beats that my DJ is throwing down as well? Okay. The YouTube number seems extremely low today. I wonder what happened because I didn't go live yesterday, so I'm guessing everyone got upset and are now gone somewhere else to basically watch a stream. No worries at all. Let me just let them know that we are live right now. To just put a quick message in the Telegram group just to let everyone know that we are live. All right. Thank you very much for that, Sylvia. Good morning to you as well. Good morning to is that Miroslav Slavov? My apologies if I pronounce your name incorrect. And good morning to you as well, Natasha. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so. An interesting fact as well. I'm actually live right now on Kick. Yeah, yeah, very interesting as well. I'm just trying out the platform for now, but the main focus is still YouTube. Now, how are you guys feeling today? Let me know if you guys think that it's going to be a good day today, and then I can just begin marking out the charts and we can dive right into it. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. Don't come on, don't be shy. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. You driving again? All right, so I guess it's just going to be a normal thing for you guys. All right, so the chef is definitely going to be looking to cook up some pips today. So don't you guys worry about that. Let me just take those watermarks off because I don't like when I have the watermarks on the screen. 14 degrees in Portland and Poland. 14 degrees. 14 degrees is not so bad. 14 degrees is not so bad. I think it's aren't we like I think we're colder than that right now. We're 2 degrees here in London, so stop the whining, Sylvia. Good morning, Miroslav. All right, good. So let's start it off. It's now what 7:05 a.m. I'm on the 15-minute time frame. Using the 215 technique. However, I'm going to mark my point of interest where my 7 o'clock candle would have been. So my 7 o'clock candle would have been at the closing of this candle and at the opening of this candle. So that's going to be my point of interest for today. All right. Good morning to you, Nash. Yeah, it's getting a bit warm. It's getting warm, definitely for sure. Well, it's still 2 degrees here, so I still can't wear shorts outside. So still not warm as yet, but eventually it will get there. I think we have until about maybe March. Well, we're in March now. Maybe April. They're about ending of March, but maybe at least we're getting the sun though. Um, that's something to rejoice about because we didn't have any sun the other day. It was all gray clouds. All right. Enough of the weather channel. Now back to the 215 technique. On the 15-minute time frame, we're marking out our 215 zone. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you very much for that, Miroslav. Miroslav. Um, happy to know that you guys are good. Oh, what's going on with this candle? No worries at all. All right. So the point of interest is 287.320. So using the 215 technique, we know that we're going to be measuring $2 below that to find our sell line. So it's going to be 285.320 as well. This should be our sell line right there. Regards from Scotland. Ah, so you're in Scotland right now. Oh, that's pretty decent. I think Scotland is usually colder than England. Yeah, way colder than England. Most of the times, if we're just chilly, you guys are freezing up that side. What's the climate like up there? How do I feel? Look at that. I feel energetic. I feel like I'm gonna be cooking today. Yesterday was a beast of a session, man. I loved yesterday. Yesterday was phenomenal. We did our first Zoom call for the premium members, and we had a lovely entry on that Zoom call for an entry one. And before we ended that stream, pretty much explain what would be the next step to get that secondary entry, and that second entry played out perfectly and was taken by the premium members, which were able to take over 100 pips yesterday if you took both of those entries. So this month, I think we're just gonna take this month by storm. We're gonna dominate this month, and we're just gonna colonize this month and call it the 215 month from now on. So it's no longer going to be March; it's going to be called the 215 month. So that's how I feel. I feel like we're going to conquer the market today, and that's definitely what I'm going to be aiming for. So we have our buy line, the point of interest, and the sell line. Welcome as well. Good morning to you, Mark. Zoom call is way better, guys. Yeah, the Zoom calls are decent, pretty decent. The turnout was a little bit low, but we still made it nonetheless. Even though none of you guys were talking to me, I was the one doing all the talking. But no, apologies. Sorry about that. Mark did speak on the call. So shout out to Mark for keeping my company and speaking to me on those Zoom calls. All right, good. So that's the 215 zone right there. We have the 215 zone. So the next step is that we need to identify our 15-minute rejection line. So let's go do it from the sell side, because we know it's easier for me to identify the sell side one, because it's right here. So that's the 15-minute rejection on the sell side. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, please go ahead and do so. All right, so that's going to be your 15-minute rejection. Let me just have a quick look at Kick. What's going on Kick? I have one viewer on Kick. I think I am. It's decent, man. Decent. All right, back. So it's 9 degrees in Scotland. That's different though, because usually, if we're 2 degrees, you guys might be minus or something like that, but you're 9 degrees, so you're above. Okay. All right, so we got that 15-minute rejection on the flip side. Let's see if we can find one on the above now. So let's see. We're looking for 15 pips, so let's put it right here, just below at the bottom of that. So that's about a 15 pip up move from the 215 zone. Price is moving up aggressively though. What's going on? What's going on? No, that's crazy. I haven't even finished marking out my structures as yet, and the price has already tested that 15-minute rejection. What's going on? It's now only 7-11 right now. Wow, damn. What's going on? All right, no worries at all. Let's go to the higher time frame so we can identify our target areas for our trade. So this is going to be a 30-minute resistance right here, and let's see what we have for the flip side as well. So the sell side, we have the 30-minute what's this going to be? 30-minute support. All right, good. Let's go all the way to the 4-hour time frame. So this is now the 1-hour time frame. Need to also identify the support / resistance on the 1-hour time frame. So this is going to be our 1 hour what's this, a 1 hour resistance right there, and then we're gonna put our support. So you can put it right in this little region here, because this looks like a very decent region, which is right below this region here as well. So let me just put it here, because it's a little bit more clearer for me to put it right at that section. So this is going to be my 1 hour support. Okay, 7-Eleven, most popular shop in Thailand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're definitely going to be shopping at 7-Eleven today. All right, let's go. So all the way to the 4 hour time frame. All the way to the 4 hour time frame, we have a little bit of a resistance here, just yeah, on this little direction right here. However, let's put it at the top though, because at the top it also tested the tip of this wick right here for that 4 hour resistance right there. Let's see if we can find one on the flip side. Yes, perfect. We have one right here for our 4 hour support. So let's mark that out. Let's go to the daily time frame as well, just to see if we have any daily support slash resistance falling within the range. So this 4 hour resistance here aligns with this daily resistance as well. There's this one right here. That's the daily one as well, daily support as well, but that daily support perfectly aligns with my 30-minute support as well. So there's no need for me to put it on as broken lines, because I already have it on the 30-minute support. So don't need to do that. All right, good. So we have all of this. I'll have all of our range. So let's jump back to the 15-minute time frame, just to see basically what's going on right now. Prices tested that 15-minute rejection line, as you can see there, and it's moving very aggressively towards that 30-minute support, which we have, well, a 30-minute resistance, which we have right there. Um, did any Let me check investing.com. Investing.com usually gives me the fastest news as soon as they release. Gold prices, whole firm amid market turmoil. Still talking about tariffs. Um, nothing new. Nothing new so far. Okay. All right, no worries at all. We're not really worried about, the price action moving so aggressively as yet, because as you know, the 215 technique is pretty versatile in a sense, where we can get entry ones and entry twos or whichever. So let's go to the 5-minute time frame, have a close look to see what's happening here. Um, Let me just turn the brightness up on my monitor. Hold on just a moment, guys. Just adjusting a setting here on my PC. And that's good. All right, so on the 5-minute time frame, and as you guys know, the 5-minute time frame is the time frame for us to basically take our entries using the 215 technique. So let's see what's going to happen here. So the price is now above our 15-minute rejection. It has properly tested that 15-minute rejection, and it is going for that 30-minute resistance as well. It's pretty usual, very unusual for us to see such big moves at this time. It's only 7:16 a.m. I'm pretty sure that the London traders that haven't even gotten out of their bed is yet to head on into the office to start moving the market. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what's going to happen here. It's going to be testing that 30-minute resistance now. So let's just watch it and see what happens. Let's see. So we're looking for price to break above that zone, test that 15-minute rejection back into the zone, then with a candle closure on the flip side for us to be looking for a buy. However, as you can see, price is not doing that right now, but we just need to be patient. I just need to be patient and wait for the price to actually confirm what it needs to do for us to take entry. Now that's pretty aggressive. because all of this happened while we were marking out the structures. That would have been a decent 215 go as well. All right, Ryan, welcome back, Ryan. Haven't seen you in a while. Pre-London volume. Morning, my friend. Morning to you. Yeah, but it's pre. How many pips since that has that move? That's like 100 pip move. Ooh, almost 80. Yeah, price is moving up aggressively. Okay. All right. That's what it's doing on the flip side. But let's say that price was to. The thing about it is now what's happening now, where the price action is. And it's pretty interesting to see as well. We're now in entry 2 territory. That's it. That's the issue right now. But based on how it's moving as well, it's pretty strong. It's moving very, very, very strong. All right, let's go to the higher time frames because it doesn't make sense I go down to the south side because we know we're close to the south side liquidity or the south side price action now. So on the 30-minute time frame, price came here once, tested this 1 hour resistance and rejected back downwards. Yeah, gold is it's massive. Rejected downwards. Most of the times when it's in this little region here, it went back down as well. So this is big jump, this big gap on the flip side. And that 4-hour resistance as well, when it tested it, it rejected. I know that it's coming from a massive drop and it wants to go back up, but it's slowly creeping back up. Yes, I can see that. But my, this is a very, very interesting move. All right, on the 1 hour time frame here, this 1 hour resistance here, price tested it once, rejected, tested it again, rejected, tested it again, and it rejected. But let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, they're all indicating the same thing to say once it tests this 1 hour resistance, it rejects from that 1 hour resistance. But the volume on these candles are crazy right now, as you can see. Yeah, I'm gonna send the screenshots in the premium group so you can see it, see what we're looking at. Yeah. All right. So based on how the volume of these candles are moving, let's put a marker right here at the tippy top of this one. Now, each time the price came to this area, it rejected. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to possibly take an entry 2 from the wick of this candle. All right, so let me just put that there and just see what's gonna happen. So possible we'll take an entry 2 from the wick of this candle if price actually does break above that 1 hour resistance line and come into this little range right here. So I'll wait for an entry 2 to happen in this region here based off that strong upward push. All right, so if it breaks it and it continues, if we don't get an entry, I don't get an entry, that's fine. But I'm just saying that by the looks of it, by this strong very push, we can see based off what we've looked at on these higher time frames, the 30-minute all the way to the 4 hour, each time price kept coming to this area, you know, this is the range where it basically rejected from, which price can push past it now because it has tested it quite a few times, which price it can push past it now. However, I'm just saying if it confirms an entry 2 in this range, then it might be a very good bet just to try and go against the trend, as you know, with proper risk as well and proper lot size allocation, because you know an entry 2 is riskier than an entry 1 because an entry 2 is going against the trend versus an entry 1 that is moving with the trend. All right, so let me just take a quick screenshot of this. Now we're getting a little bit of a rejection on the 5-minute time frame. Let's take a screenshot of this now and just send it on into my premium members so they have it for reference. All right, so I'm looking to see if I can get an entry 2 in this region here. Ideally, I'd like for it to continue up a little bit higher as well to give me more room for it. So what I'm looking to happen, this is a perfect example of what I'm looking to happen here, where you see where price broke from that 30-minute support, pushed all the way up to this 1 hour resistance area and rejected with these 2 candle closures. That's what I'm looking to happen again in this region, even though it did take some time before it actually retraced, but that's not too bad. So that's what I'm hoping to happen again here in this area here, because it doesn't make sense I click the buy button right now because we're at the top and it can, well, it can go higher, but it can also reject. But that's not an entry confirmation for the 215 technique. So I'm not going to be doing not going to be placing a buy at the top of that range. So today is March. Let me just take my caps lock off. So that's March 4/25. London markup. Now remember, guys. So remember, I did say it on Friday. I think I did, if I remember correctly. I did say it. Did I not say it? I think I did. On tomorrow, this evening. So we're not trading the London session tomorrow and Thursday, right? So the London session will be traded Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, right? So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we will be trading the Asian opening. So there's going to be another stream later on at 11:15 p.m. London time. So there's going to be an Asian stream, and I'm going to send it out in the Telegram group as well. So there's going to be an Asian stream tonight at Asian opening. That's we're going to be trading tonight. So tomorrow, Wednesday, there won't be a London stream. It's going to be an 8. Well, actually, it's going to be in the same day if you think about it. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. So we're doing an Asian stream later on after the New York Open closes and all of that. Could be it could be a liquidity sweep as well. But it's a pretty decent up move though, just the same. And it happened even before we could possibly even look to, you know, finish doing the markup. So in this area as well, it's just that once price, if it comes and tests that line, that broken line, then we could be set up for an entry 2, possibly maybe taking a 15 pip stop loss on it. Yeah, 15 pip stop loss is not so bad on that entry 2, to be honest. So let's see what's gonna happen. It can push past it, it can continue, it can go all the way to the top if it likes, but you know, just waiting just to see what it's gonna do as soon as it hits this region right here. Now guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, my friends, please go ahead and do so. just hit that thumbs up button on the stream, and if you haven't yet subscribed as well, please go ahead and do so. All right, so you see the price is pushing up aggressively. Yeah, we definitely just got away. But what's doing that push now? What happened? Because before we could even finish doing the markup, we price was making moves. Okay, there. Yep. No, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Wow. What? What's going on? Let's see. 15-minute time frame. Hit that. So it smacked you that 4-hour support, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That is. We've never had. You see, the funny thing about it is that whenever I take an entry, the price doesn't do these crazy stuff. When I'm in a position in a trade, and I'm not sure if you guys have ever experienced it. When I'm in a position in a trade, the price never does these crazy stuff, just push and go and do these crazy things and give me a lot of profits. No, I always have to fight for it. I always have to rustle the market uh, to get my pips out of it. Doesn't do those crazy stuff for me. Yeah, unless there was a new market session that they started at 7 o'clock. But that's crazy, man. 7:28 a.m. 30 minutes until the London opens. And if London comes and just push it again even more, all right, shit, we just broke our 4-hour support resistance. Sorry, where's the next one? Because we have to find the next one. Reason being, we have to find the next one because we just broke one. We need to find the next one where it can actually reject from. So we just broke this one, so that's the next one where we could possibly reject from. And we have these two in this region right here as well. Let me just put a let me just put a box here instead. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. But you know what? If we can get a decent entry too, like a pretty decent entry too, from this height, and basically retrace back to that 215 zone, man, that would be finger licking good, right? So let's just wait and be patient. Not too worried about all this price action. We know what we're looking for now. We're looking for an entry too. I can remove these broken lines here because price has already destroyed that level. So let's see what's going to happen. Hey, Henny. Welcome. Now, the thing about it is that, a lot of persons always advise, against going against the trend. As you know, it is way riskier. It's better to go with the trend. However, entry two is pretty decent, right? And we're not going to be open to like a lot of risk because the stop loss should be smaller. Also, your lot size is not going to be as big as your original lot size that you would use if you're going to be using an entry two. So price is pushing now. It's now 7:30 right now. I'm pretty sure that they called the London traders and told them, yo, the market is moving without you guys, so they definitely need to come back in. So yeah, we just need to wait just to see if we can get an entry two. Let's say we get an entry two, right? Get an entry two from this line right here, right? We'll put it at just like, let's say 10 to 15 pips. That's not bad. 10 to 15 pips stop loss, that's not bad, right? And you just push it like that. If you're using a 0.5, that's about $75. If you're using about a 20.2, that's like what? No, it's 75. Yeah, 75 if you're using 0.5. 150 if you're using 0.1. If you're using 1, depends. So it's not too bad. So we're right in the range right now. And if it confirms, I'm all in on that entry too. All right. So if you guys are looking to take this entry 2 with me, just put 2 in the chat. Let's see how many persons are looking for that entry 2 as well. Entry 2 looking for, let's say, about another 20 pip, about a 15 pip stop loss. That's what I want, ideally, for a 15 pip stop loss. So let's just see if we're gonna get a retracement back here. We just need 2 candle closures going in the opposite direction, not too big as well, because we don't want to put a very massive stop loss on it. All right, good. So we have Novak waiting for the 2, Sylvia waiting for the 2, and we have Mark as well, waiting for the entry 2. All right, good. So we do have some supporters of the entry 2. So let's see if the chef is going to cook today. Definitely for sure. Want to cook. So we have 27 minutes. 27 minutes until the next until the London market opens. We only have 8 likes on stream. I know you guys don't like the channel that much to leave a like, but you know, share the love, man. Hit that like button, hit that that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. It's just that I can, you know, we can grow the channel by doing the ads and all of that, you know. But then I'm just gonna get a lot of fake viewership, a lot of fake numbers, like a lot of fake subscribers and all of that. And the watch hours are just gonna be horrible, and I don't want to do that. I genuinely just want to grow the channel with persons who actually know that, you know, this works, and you want to be a part of that too, the 215 family. All right, good. So we can see that the price is now rejected, right? That's our first rejection, but it's a little bit too much for us so far. So we're still waiting patiently. But the good thing about it, though, you know what the good thing about it is? The good thing about it is that if price actually pulls back to the zone, if it pulls back to the zone and it confirms that buy, oh my, that's gonna be so sweet. Does anyone know why that, if that buy confirms, it's gonna be so sweet? Let me see if you guys have been paying attention, and let's see the level of understanding you have of the two of. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. If you're gonna give us the entry two, don't leave such a massive candle. Go back. Can anyone tell me why, if the price pulls back from this area to the 215 zone and confirms a buy, why would that be a very excellent entry? Can anyone tell me? Let me see how well you guys are thinking and understanding the 215 technique. If price pulls back all the way to the zone and confirms a buy again, why is it a decent entry for an entry one? Yep, that's it, Henny. It's definitely going to shoot higher now, because let me remove all of these, and I'll just show you guys. All right, let's remove this and remove this as well. Right. So price broke the zone, broke that 30-minute resistance, broke that 1 hour resistance, and basically is rejecting from that 4 hour resistance. If price comes back to the zone and confirms the buy, because these candles already opened the area for you, open the space for you, when that buy confirms, it should be smooth sailing back all the way up to retest these areas, so you can comfortably just wait for that trade just to play out and take in that 90 pip move or even that 100 pip move whatsoever, because these candles has already cleared the pathway for the price action to take his way and get back to the zone. It just needs volume. That's all it would need for it just to push through these areas. Now, while we wait for that though, an entry two right here, because this we have 2 rejection candles now, but the only thing I don't like is that, hold on, I can't see that, is what's the stop loss is going to be. That's like 30, nah, that's a bit spicy. That's a bit spicy. And even if we did take the no, we needed it. Even if we did take it, let's say we took that the shard from, let's say, here, right? And instead of putting that there, we just tested it and just did our own 15 pips. It could work. It could work, but I've never done that before. Am I going to do that today? Because even though, let's say this candle confirms that entry two with the two candle closure, however, because of the sizes of them, you wouldn't take it because it's too massive, right? We could just say let's go on to it just the same and use our regular stop loss, or we could go on it and say reduce the your lot size like significantly from this region. Gold sell. It's not impossible for it to sell off now. It's rejecting from that 4-hour resistance. Or instead of, taking hypothetical trades or taking impulse entries, we could just wait just a little bit more and see if we're going to get a proper rejection from it. Because even though it did that, we can still go back to the range and then confirm a more decent entry for the sell. All right, now remember, guys, we're going to be trading the Asian session tonight, right? And we're trading the Asian session tonight and also tomorrow as well. We traded London yesterday with the premium members, which was a brilliant piece of setup there. It was just so perfect yesterday. First entry we took, I believe we got about 30 to 40 pips on that. Got us very strong retracement though, but we waited for it patiently. We took our profits along with that. Then after the stream, at the end of the Zoom as well, we explained why we would get a buy or what to do when we get a buy. And we took that entry as well. And that one scored us, I think, about 70 or 80 pips as well. So decent. So remember, every Monday we will be trading with the premium members on Zoom. All right. So if you want to be a part of that, please head on over to the Telegram group and join. We're still waiting for you, Henny. All right, good. So we have 11 likes and not a lot of persons watching today. That's fine. Everyone is saying a buy for gold right now. Hekanai, are you in a position right now? Where is? Don't worry, Henny. Don't you worry yourself. Just come to these streams. You will make some. You will make it, and then you can do it. You, you're not giving up. Hey Lee, welcome, my friend. So we're looking for an entry two by the looks of it. But it seems as if the momentum has slowed a little bit as well. So let's see. All right, good. So we're getting another red candle here. So let's see if we can get another, if we can get a rejection in a decent manner from this. So let me put this down there and then put this about just above that range. That's still like 20 pips though, but let's see if we can get a decent enough entry two from here. Let us see. Hold on, let me just fill out my signal sheet as well. All right, so our point of interest today is 2887.32. 15 15-minute rejection for the sell is 2883.88, and the 15-minute rejection on the buy side is 2890.84. All right, our 30-minute resistance is at 2892.78, and the 1 hour resistance is at 2894.09. 4 hour resistance is at 2898.54. All right, let's do it for the flip side as well. 30-minute support is at 2881.45. Bloody hell. And the 1 hour support is at 2875.56, and the 4 hour is 2870.96. All right, good. So we have the signals. Have the signal sheet updated. Now back to the charts. All right, so now it looks like we can get a decent entry too from right here, right now. So let us see what is going to happen. Would be pretty decent if we could get an entry too, just to ride it all the way down back to the zone. We also 7:43 a.m. So that's like what, 17 minutes until the London boys and gals get in. I open a sell until 288. Okay, so you're in a sell right now. All right, well, that's decent. Ain't nothing wrong with that, as long as, my friend, you are following your rules. All right, ensure that you are following your rules and you stick to it. Okay. All right. Hold on. Forgot that I was on Kick. Let me see what's happening over there, if there's anything happening on Kick. Oh, I have 2 viewers on Kick. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. They're not saying anything though, and they haven't yet subscribed to the channel. So my viewers who are on Kick, I'm also on YouTube at 215 Trades on YouTube. I just scared one of them off. As soon as I said it, they just jumped off. All right, so I'm on 215 Trades on YouTube, and then if you want to join, you can head on over as well. All right. Also, I have the TikTok channel is at oh, that's a strong rejection. That's a strong rejection, but it's decent though. It's a decent rejection in our favor, if you want to look at it that way. Because what's your SL on that Slavov? What's your SL on your entry? Because now we can put our stop loss a little bit higher for the entry too. So let us see what's going to happen. So if this candle close red in a decent position, decent size, then we could go for that entry to sell with a tight stop loss, extremely tight stop loss. I'm looking for about, let's say, a 15 pip stop loss. I don't want to put too much on it. It's a very strong uptrend. It's a very strong uptrend, so price can reject, and go back upwards. If you want to use a higher stop loss on it, if you're more safe, you can do, and you can put maybe, let's say, a 20 pip stop loss on it if you want. But me, I'm just gonna keep it at 15 because I think 15 is more ideal for that stop loss, and then I'll try to aim back to the zone ideally. As a matter of fact, I'm going to aim for that point of interest because that's where it broke off really for an entry. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen on this one. We have 3 minutes left until this candle close, and we also have 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes until the London Open as well. So let's see if we're gonna get a good entry for this entry two. We haven't had a no, I can't say that anymore. We haven't had a decent entry two since the start of the week. So let's see if this is going to be our first epic entry two. Would be decent. That would be a very nice drop back to the zone. Let me just have a quick. Oh, 100 pips. I would love to have 100 pips this early in the morning. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Play nice. Play nice. And give us what we so desire. All right, good. Good, good, good. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, please go ahead and do so. All right, 2 minutes left until this candle closes. Because if I put it here, how much pips is that going to be? Is that still, yeah, I can still do it if it goes there. Okay. All right, now remember, because this is an entry tool, I'm not gonna send it in the premium group because by the time I send it, it's gonna be a little bit difficult for everyone to manage it. Because this one has to be like a real time trade. Because if it's an entry tool, it has to be a real time trade. Because you're gonna have to monitor it, and I don't have like a set take profit to tell you because you're gonna have to manage your take profit as well while the trade moves. So let's see. All right, are you guys ready for this entry too? Let me know if you're ready. We have 45 seconds left on this candle. Are you ready for this entry too? Because if this candle closed right in this range, then it's going to be a very decent place for me to take that entry too. So let me just get my okay. All right, so let's give it a wick. Let's give it a try for that entry two. Put in a 15 pip stop loss on it, not too much, and I'm just going to hold it right there. Let's see if it's a case where it's just gonna pull back on me, or if it's a case where it's just gonna continue downwards. So let's see. Let's see if that entry two is gonna play out for us today, or if it's just gonna go back. Using a very tight stop loss on this one, not a very massive stop loss, only just using 15 pips on this one. So let's see what's going to happen, if we're going to get a push back downwards or if it's just going to kick us out. All right, so it's not a good entry too. We get in a very strong push back to that SL, which is fine, because as we know with the entry two is going against the trend, so you have to manage your risk and your profits. So let's just see. We have 10 minutes. 9 minutes actually until the London market opens. Let me just extend this just a little bit more and put it at the top of that. Okay. All right, that's it. All right, so let's just wait now, see what happens. We'll see if we're gonna get a retracement or we're just gonna get a continuation of the trend. If we do get a continuation of the trend, more than likely London is gonna continue to push the market up. So we won't be looking for another entry for today if that continues to happen. We'd have to just wait for the market to create some structure on the upside and then redo the markets. Is anyone in that entry too with me, or is it just me? Is it just me today? Oh, I forgot to set. I set my I set my my stop loss, but not my what you call it, my take profit. Like, wow, really? You don't want any profits, man? I'm gonna put my full take profit at my what you call that at my. I'm just gonna put it at the zone. Leave it be, and I'll just manage it while it goes down. So let's just see what's going to happen. If we're going to get that reversal back downwards, or we're going to get it to continue upwards. Remember, you shouldn't be risking too much for this. It's an entry 2 going against the trend. So you should have a very tight stop loss and a very tight, what you call it, and a smaller lot size as well. So you're not exposed to a lot of risk on this one. So we're just waiting patiently now just to see. It was pretty close to my stop loss. It's like 50% there. But let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see if the market is gonna say the chef has cooked. Let's feed him. Oh, okay. All right. So we see what the market is up to today. Yeah, that's it. All right. So we're out on that one. All right. So that, yeah, out on that one. That one. Trend wants to continue on that. It's not. All right. So that entry 2 wasn't successful. Decent. It happens. It happens. But we will try again. It's not even London opening as yet. Crazy, man. So let's just wait now. I'm just gonna wait now, by the looks of it, and just see what the London is gonna do. I was driving. I got into that buy from the support line. Which support line? Which one of the support lines? Support are quite follow Nash. Give me a minute, guys. All right, so it's 1 minute until the London market opens. So let's just see what's gonna happen with the volume from the London market. If they're gonna push it higher, or they're gonna look to see if they can get it retraced just a bit. So at this point in time, London is, yeah, can save us. All right, let's see what's gonna happen. So we have a little bit of a rejection. It's pretty early though, so let's see. Getting a rejection, yes, but it's not as much as what we'd want it to be. We'd want to see more volume on that candle, but it's only just a minute since it's been open, so let's just see. All right, come on, London. Get us back in the game. Let's see. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. What we're looking at. 11 minutes until this one closed. Possibly if this 15-minute candle closed below this support that it has farmed right there, then that would be pretty decent. Move just to say we can go long. So it's still 10 minutes left on that. So still pretty early days. We're going until 8:45. So we have what? 40 minutes left on stream. So in 40 minutes, we must just burnt us. Not too bad of a burn though. Just the same. So let's see if price can really just come back to the zone with a candle flip above the zone. Then that's what we're waiting for. And I think London can do it. So let's see if London can do it. Let's see if the London session can redeem us, bring us back into the mix of the party. The first 5-minute candle just closed. It's farming a zone right here, you know. Interesting. That's interesting. That's basically a 40 pip range. That's another 215 zone right there. From this set it tip of that and put it at the tip. Let's put it at the tip of that. That's a 40 pip range. Yeah, basically a 40 pip range. That's another 215 zone. That is right there, even on the 15-minute time frame. That's another 215 zone. All right, we just got to be patient. Just got to be patient now, just to see what's gonna. If we get a break below this little range here that it has been consolidating in, if we get a close below this little range, hold on, I need to make a note. No. Okay. Would you create another set of 2 and 5 drawings at a particular higher zone to trade at that range and retain also the current zone for if the market falls? Um, I will if price continues to push. Let's say price continues to push above the 4 hour resistance and continue to go higher. Let's say it makes its way all the way into this range and then it starts to do like this. Then at that point in time, yeah, it would be best for you to create another 215 zone in this region, but you won't necessarily be working with this zone anymore. More than if price really does come back to this zone, you could try to use it again. However, to make to make this zone make to make this zone usable, you have to, all right, let's say, hold on. Let's say that we have a 215 zone, right, in this area. So this is a new 215 zone, right? Let's say this is a new 215 zone, right? And you have your support and your resistance mark going all the way down. If price was to break from that zone and continue downwards um, back into this old zone that we have here, right? What you would need to reactivate the zone again, you would basically need a 15-minute candle to close inside the zone, preferably around the point of interest area, for you to say, okay, this zone is still valid because it broke away from it for a very long time. You created a new zone. If it comes back to that old zone, you need not just a 5 minute candle just to close on the inside, but you need at least a 15-minute candle to close inside of the zone, preferably around your point of interest area. Usually it will close around your point of interest area. If it doesn't close around it, it will properly test it with a wick of some sort or something, and then back in. So if it comes back to this area, then yeah. But if based off the looks of it, the way the price action is moving now, because it's broken above that 4 hour resistance and continuing upwards, I think the next step would really be for us to create another 215 zone, because price has now broken out of that little range. That entry 2 is no more and it's continuing upwards. So now what you'd have to do if you're going to do another zone is that you need to wait for price to create an end pattern for you to draw up another zone. So when I say an end pattern, you'd like for price to do something like that. So what happened is now you'd use this range at the top. You'd also use this range at the bottom here for reference, and then this range in the middle right here would be like your point of interest. So you have something at the top, something at the bottom. You can wait for it to happen on the 50-minute time frame. Is ideal for you if you see that new end pattern form on the 15-minute time frame is better. If you can also use it if you're on the 5 minute time frame um, as well. So you just have to look to see which one works best for you. Hopefully that explains it. So looking at it now, as you can now see, is price broke above this range right here with that kind of closure above that range. So now price is definitely just going to be continuing higher right now. Where does it want to go? I do not know, but let's look and see. Well, yeah, definitely this range here because these are the next 4 hour these are the next 4 hour resistance. So definitely in this range. If not, then it's gonna be ideally possibly at that range. Because I don't want to do another 215 here on all these green candles without any red candles, so it's a little bit odd for you to do it here. So if you're gonna redo your zone, you need to get that end pattern. You need to get price to go up, create a resistance, pull back, create a support, and then it's floating in the middle between that new support and resistance which it has created. Is that clear, Mark? Yes, definitely for sure. London is not looking at us today. Yeah, London has nothing to do with us today. Nothing at all. What time is it? It's now 8:13. Yeah, let's give it a little bit more hours and see what's going to happen. Because interestingly enough, let's go to the 15-minute time frame, right? Interestingly enough, we could also use this little range here as a 215 zone, right? Let's see if we're on the 15-minute time frame now. Do we have any we don't have any 15-minute rejection, but we can always populate one to put it at. What the hell is going on, man? This is not doing no level of retracement. It's just continuing to push. Wow. It's up $14 already for the day. That's 140 pips already. All right, so what I was saying, what I was thinking, all right, let me just show you guys what brilliant idea I just got just now. Because this is a 40 pip range. We could use this as a 215 zone just the same. We could put the point of interest just below that line, use a 15-minute projected 15-minute a 15 pip projected rejection line, and then wait for price to retrace back to this area, then close above it again for us to try a buy. But price is still just pushing aggressively. So let's make this zone exactly 40 pips. So let's put it up there, and then let's put it inside. $37.10. Oh wait, I just need to put this at 296.563. All right, let's remove this. Let's remove this right there. So this is going to be a my new zone. All right, now let's say let me remove this. Let me remove this from here. But if price continues to push through I will just let it be for today and see what's gonna happen. So let's say now we have a 15 pip move right here. Let's use that as a possibly rejection. So I've already broken past that just the same. So if price was to come back now to this range, so let's say price come back to into this zone and confirm that, we could possibly try to take a buy using this area as a new 215 zone. But if it push through this, area, then that's it. I'm just gonna let it be because I no longer have any setup. I don't have any entries. And if I continue to do it, it's just going to be like me just chasing the market, because it didn't respect the 215 zone which we created here. It didn't retrace. It just pushed aggressively upside. I need to make a note, because now that I have shown the premium members how to do the 215 go, we need to make sure we're using it now. So let's go. So now once we come on live, I won't say it on stream, but for the premium members, which I have taught and show you how to properly identify the 215 go. Now that you guys know how to do it, I'm going to have to add it into the live stream. So once I see a 215 go confirmed, then I'm going to have to let you guys know. So I'm just making a note of that. So while we're looking for the 215 retest, we also need to look for the 215 go. And I'll just let the members know when the 215 go is confirmed, and also when the setups look ideal as well, based off the rules of the 215 go. All right, so yeah, price is still pushing up aggressively. It doesn't, there's no, the most, you see, if we want to get an entry too, the most we can do at this point in time is like go to the higher time frames, like let's say the 4 hour, mark out all the 4 hour ranges, the 4 hour resistance, all the way, possibly all the way to 2917, and see if you get a rejection from it. If you don't get a rejection from any of those 4 hour resistance at this point in time, it's a steady uptrend, and it doesn't make sense for you to tread against the trend, because it may even go all the way back up there. Or if you want to take an impulse buy, you can. But for me, for right now, I'm just going to be sitting on my hands, because based off this price action, I don't have any moves to take on this. Premium members are just my babies. If you will, if you want to put it that way. Don't be hating now, Henny. Don't be hating now. But yeah, we did definitely go through the 215 go. Mr. J did explain it properly as well to them. We haven't really done much practice of the 215 go. That's the thing. So I'm gonna have to be doing the 215 go a little bit more with them, so they can understand how to identify the goal setups, and well, everyone's a master of the retest setup now, so the goal setups would be easier. If we were using the 215 go, actually we would be in this buy right now, but because I'm mainly focused on the retest method, we're not in it. So the go, we shall be looking out for the go going forward. All right, so you can see now our price is in this 4 hour resistance area, which we had highlighted, and is rejecting aggressively. All right, not aggressive enough where we could take an entry two from, but at this point in time, do I want to take an entry two? No. So let's see what will happen. If the price comes back to this little support area here, then fine, and it closes above it, then fine, we could possibly try to take that an impulse buy. Well, won't be necessarily an impulse buy, because this would actually be a proper 215 zone based off the looks of it and the measurements of it. So let's just see, let's give it about 15 more minutes and see what's going to happen. But if this flips, is it going to flip? Because that just created, man, that's a brilliant move, I tell you, man. A brilliant move from that point of interest right here all the way up 220 pips. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Why Henny has the ghost face. You just exited the buy, ready for an entry two now. Yeah, the thing is, an entry two has to come. It has to. There has to be some level of retracement. Might not be here. Could be here in this region as well. Who knows? Who knows? So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Because that's a 200 pip move from the bottom, from the top. Let it drop. Hold on. So from here to here, that's 200. Let's round it off and say that's a 250 pip move, right? In one swift aggression. No, no proper retracement. There has to be a retracement at some point in time. If it's here, that would be decent because at that point in time, let's see. Of course, why not? I'm not afraid of the market. So if it confirms an entry two, I'll try. So let's see. Let us see. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's a 30 pip candle. And the XY has been dumping aggressively at that as well. Yeah, then that means then this gold may be continuing high. I don't think we're gonna be getting an entry two. Because if the XY is still dumping so aggressively, then it's a pretty strong confluence to say that the price is going to push higher. Yeah, he scalped the market just now. But yeah, mainly what we do is scalping because we don't spend a lot of time in the markets either whenever we get an entry. Versus some persons who stay in the market like for days and stuff like that. It just broke this high again. A buy right here could be a very quick scalp as well. Put your stop loss just below right there in target. That could be a very quick because it just broke above this range. Just following the trend as well. Yeah, that was scalping. You just jump in and you jump out. But either ways, price is not reacting to the 215 technique today. The price is going up like crazy, and I'm not going to just basically take an entry without following my rules. So on that note, by the looks of it, I will be out of the market based off these price action. Hopefully later on, possibly if price comes back into these areas, then I will be looking to maybe do something at that point in time. But for right now, I am not gonna force it, and I will be calling it a day today. All right. That's pretty decent. So that would have been a quick scalp because price retrace broke above it again, then bam, shooted upwards. Yeah, it's nuts today, and I don't like when it does that because if it when it does that, it doesn't confirm anything for me, So I have to basically sit on my hands, and I need to follow my rules because these price actions here will cause a lot of persons to take a lot of impulse entries. Some will win, and some will get burned. Right, so it's like I'm not going to be doing that. I'm far past that stage now. I'm following my rules. I don't have an entry one, and I don't have an entry two. As a matter of fact, I can actually get an entry two from that white broken line right there. All right, so let me just wait, see how price reacts to that white broken line, and let's see. So that's more like finding a similar pattern of action. Yeah, yeah, if you want to put it that way, yeah. So I'm gonna give the. As a matter of fact, let's go until 8:45, 15 more minutes, and see what happens. I'm still interested in maybe taking a reversal if there is actually a reversal from that entry too. But let's see what's gonna happen when the price hit these white broken lines, and then I'll call it a day. But as I said, I don't. I'm not. I'm definitely not going to be forcing an entry because I don't see an entry that's in alignment with my technique. Hmm. Could this be an entry too? This could definitely be an entry tree. Yeah, this could definitely be an entry tree. What do you guys think? This could be an entry tree. Let's look at it, right? Um, if price breaks your zone and retest it, you have entry one. If price come to the support or resistance and reject with two candle closures, then you have an entry two. But an entry tree could be if price is going in one direction aggressively and there's a retracement followed by the next candle closing above that retracement like this, so it's going up, retracement, and then the next candle breaking above it, we could take an entry tree. All right, let me make a note of that. I don't have time to back test that, so I'm gonna have to test that live. So let me just make a note of that. So on the next stream, all of our streams, I'll look out for that entry tree and see if that works. Okay, all right, I've made a note of that. So I'll be looking out for the 215 go entries and whatever I just said about the entry tree just now. All right, good. All right, guys. No action for us today using the 215 technique. That's just how it is. Some days we eat, some days we don't. Some days we are the ones who get eaten. We Yesterday was good though, just the same. Yesterday was good. My premium members can say yeah, yesterday was good. So today is fine. I'm guessing you guys trade the New York session. So if you guys trade the New York session, then you might have some action in the New York. Wait, hold on a minute. 4 hour time frame. No, there's nothing there. 1 hour time frame. Is you see that this 4 hour resistance line right here, this 4 hour resistance line at 2917 is a very strong resistance. You see, because on the 1 hour time frame, you see where price came in and it just bam went down, bam went down. That can happen again. That can happen again. So I want to see. I definitely want to see what price is going to do when it gets into that area. You know. So if I go back to the 4 hour time frame, and if you look at it, it's the same thing. Pretty strong rejection, right there as well. There's two of them in this little range. So I want to see if we got that if we got an entry two in this little area here, in this 4 hour resistance area here, and we took that, we rolled that pony all the way back down, man, we need to go in the Guinness World Book. We need to go in the Guinness World Book if we catch that entry. So price is there now. Price is in that rejection zone now. So let me see what's going to happen. How many minutes we have left? We have 10 minutes left on stream. Can extend it. We can definitely extend it a bit. So I want to see. I'm very interested to see what price is going to do when it gets into this range. If it's going to continue, if it's going to replicate, or if it's going to just go aggressively above. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, please go ahead and do so. If you haven't yet shared the channel as well, please go ahead and do so. I wonder if it's because we didn't use our usual thumbnail and we use a different thumbnail. The market is upset with us. So let's see what's gonna happen when price gets here. I have a question for me. All right, yeah, ready when you are. Shoot. If I trade full time or do I do 9 to 5? No, I don't have a 9 to 5 per se. Why is it because I closed at 9? No, yeah, I'm not gonna stream like the entire London session. Because then I'll be spending too much time on the charts, and then I classify that as over trading. But then again, we still have that 20. Well, that's gonna be a one-time thing when we do that 24-hour live stream. So no, I don't trade full time. I have a lot going on, Henny. So I don't trade full time. I don't have a 9 to 5 per se, but I have a lot going on. Oh yeah, so the price has basically destroyed those range. At what time is it okay to quit work for trading? When you have uh wow. Yeah, that's a very good question, but that really is dependent on you, really. You know what I'm saying? It's really dependent on you. You have to make sure that you're fully comfortable with, what you have made from trading. So if you're comfortable with what you have made from trading, if let's say you have a year salary that you've made from trading, and a little bit more that you can live off, like pay your bills and all that stuff, then sure you can do that. But it's all dependent on you. Yeah, to be on the charts for so long, it will drive you nuts. And also as well, the more you watch the charts, the more you'll take impulse entries and then mess everything up. Because you're always going to see an entry, you're always going to see a move and want to take that move even when there's no move right there. I've learned the hard way, so I limit myself. I limit myself. All right, so we can see where price is definitely reacting to these areas right here. As you can see, is reacting to these areas, but it's selling off. So let's see if now we can get let's see if we can now get what you call it, if we can get a decent entry too, man, a decent entry too, to go down in the Guinness World Book of entry twos, man, like a decent entry two. Don't do that. Look at that. A 50 pip drop. Really? One candle, a 50 pip drop immediately as it reached into that zone. Yeah, it's definitely true. The more if you watch these charts for more than 3 hours, as a matter of fact, that's why I say 2 hours is max. But if you go on, if you watch these charts for the entire day, you go crazy. You'll see a lot of setups that aren't even there, and you want to take it, and then you see the price moving aggressively in one direction. Entry wasn't confirmed. You FOMO, you jump in it, then it reverse kicks you out. Then you start feeling bad inside because you know you weren't supposed to take that entry, but because you're feeding your mind with so many hours of the charts, you start to do crazy stuff. That's a massive rejection from that zone right there. That's almost a 60 pip chop, and it's still pushing downwards, man. Ah, come on, we can't catch a break. But if you want, if you do a 9 to 5 and you want to like you want to go full-time trading, at least whatever salary that you're working now, whatever yearly salary that is, I would say if you make a year and a half out of trading and you have that amount of funds in, then you can definitely do it at that point in time if you think it's best. LL, you're describing my life these few weeks, Sha. Yeah, man, you can't. I've blown so many accounts because of it. Because I'm addicted to this thing, you know. I'm pretty much addicted to trading and all these charts, but you have to find a balance. Because if you spend too many hours on it, then that's, you're gonna be doing a lot of shit. You have to find a balance. Whether you're gonna be trading for 2 hours, and you out of the market, and you don't get it set up, you out, turn it off. Like the new. I tell you what, you see, and that's why I hate the New York session so much. I have been burned by the New York session left, right, and center. I tell you, burnt. Because the London is decent, Asian is decent, but sometimes when you're over trading and you're watching the charts from London on all the way into New York, you see so many setups in New York, but the New York, man, is just so aggressive. So just stick to your rules, man. You always have to have rules. Well, I'll tell you what, and I still do it. And now is that on my monitors that I'm trading on, I have like sticky notes. I have like a bunch of sticky notes like crazy on my monitor. And before I start trading every single day, I have to read these sticky notes. Read the sticky notes, reiterate it so I know what I'm doing. I know what I shouldn't be doing. And then after a while, I've gotten so used to it. So even now, looking at the charts, I can still see my my sticky notes, and the one at the top it says follow follow your rules. Let me send a picture in the Telegram group to show you guys. Um, yeah, and that's just how I do to basically stay consistent with what I'm doing. And some motivational speech there as well. So it's just the way how I do it to stay consistent. I just sent it in the Telegram group. You can have a look at it. It's not a whole lot. I think it's about five. Well, some of them are still hidden on the other side. But you can see at the top it says follow your rules. Follow your rules. Always believe in the 215 technique. Yeah. So you have to find little things, to keep you focused on trading because this isn't easy, man. The biggest battle that you'll face in trading is going against yourself because your mind. I tell you, you have to master your mind. So you have to do things to help you master your mind and control your mind. So that's just how I do it now. So I have those sticky notes on as my reminder every single day before I start. You guys may not be able to read it because I was supposed to be a doctor. So I have the handwriting to do the prescriptions and stuff. So that's just how I do it to stay on track. I take impulse buy a lot. Plus, I have to stop trading on my phone. Yeah, I deleted MT5 from my phone. I don't have it on my phone anymore. Um, relaxing community. Did you enter? No, I didn't enter. So because what happened is that we were waiting for entry two to break to start to farm here. However, the entry two wasn't confirmed because this candle is over 50 pips. Basically, and now price is pulling back aggressively. So it didn't. So we were waiting for an entry two here, for entry two to happen in that region, but it did not. And now price is dumping down aggressively. Yeah, you have to be strict with your rules. You have to, once you've mastered your rules, then you become profitable very quickly. That's what saved me. I can't trade on my phone. Just watch after I got into a trade at Henny. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I deleted it. Deleted it because taking entries on my phone doesn't make sense sometimes. And sometimes you're out in the street and you don't have anything to do, and then when you look on your phone, you see a setup, you enter, and then you get hit with an SL. All right, guys. Today has been a bust for us. Hopefully, some you learned something from the discussion. So remember again now, we are trading the Asian session later on tonight. So for those who are in the UK, it's going to be 11:15 p.m. So I would suggest you get some sleep today. Are you called in sick for work tomorrow? Whatever the case may be. So we trade in the Asian session tomorrow, 2 hours. So let's see what's going to happen there. On that note, my friends, we will leave it at that. Sadly, we didn't get fed today. We got eaten. Well, it's only 15 pips though, so that's fine. Versus what we had yesterday in premium. But on that note, my friends, we are going to call it a day for now, and we will see you guys again later. So it's going to be later on today, actually. Later on today at 11:15 p.m. London time. I'm going to send the link in the Telegram group so you guys have it. I'm going to send the link in the Telegram group so you guys have it. So we'll be trading the Asian session later on today. Price went up by 210 pips today. Remarkable. I tell you, I just love how crazy gold is. All right. On that note, my friends, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You know where to find me on Telegram. So I will see y'all later on in the Asian markets. All right. All right. Stay safe, guys. Happy trading and don't FOMO. If you don't see an entry, don't take an entry. All right. Stay safe, and I'll see y'all later on. Thank you. Goodbye.